Welcome to AFJ's unboxing of the Black Series Gamorrean Guard. Now, when I saw this figure at Toy Fair, I think it was in 2018, it might have been 2017, I'm not 100% sure anymore. I was like, wow, it looks as if they took the Star Wars Vintage Collection figure and just made them bigger. I mean, the weapons were almost identical. I think they are identical. Everything looked great. This just looked like a fantastic figure, what they showed us in the glamour shot of it, and it just looked great. When he arrived, the piggy has no number. He is not officially part of the series. Well, he is officially part. He's not part of the number series. This is totally a figure that is an exclusive. He is a Target exclusive, and the reason why I'm reviewing him now is because he's become hot once again with the collectors, as you can see, because Target is marking them down. Now, several people in the Philadelphia area where we are located have been reporting to us that the Gamorrean Guard has dropped anywhere from $29.99 originally to as low as $9.99. There was one site that had sent us a message and said they got theirs for $9.99. They showed us the sticker. Hello, Colby. So, what we really want to do is find out how good he is. Now, I was given this by a good friend of ours, Crazy Joe Fiore, who is the host of Megapodtastic. He hooked me up with one of these, and I believe I traded him a Darth Revan for him at the beginning when these were hard to find. And the ironic thing was he found it just a few, like less than a mile from our headquarters outside of Philly. So this box is actually really decent considering probably how long he has been sitting on the shelf. And I gotta say, it's gonna pain me a little bit to open him. But I do have another one. He is mint in the box. Awesome that I have it. But this is the kind of figure that you really want to find out how good he really is. So I have some friends here on the side. They kind of pop their heads in. I do have a special surprise to show you. And for a comparison in size. And then I do have a General Grievous that we're gonna bring out and discuss him a little bit. Not review him, but we're definitely gonna compare this, because I believe, we'll just bring him out now, I believe this is the Deluxe Series Grievous, the D1 line. So I believe that Grievous probably could have been a regular release, because if you look at the scale to their Gamorrean Guard, I think this is more of a deluxe figure than he is. Now granted, cloth cape, ball joints, blaster, got 4 lightsabers, it could make an argument here. However, this is the precursor to the deluxe, and these are exclusives. So I was really shocked that these have not become regular, but let's get to it. Get the Batman knife out here. Thank you, Colby. I really enjoy doing them, actually. Hello, Fahey. Sean Fahey. That's not Irish. All right, got a little bit of top here, a little bit of tape at the top. Well, we only need to do one of them. So let's get them open here. And nice, and wow, it's going to pain me to throw this out. I threw away a bunch of boxes this week. It felt so good to get rid of the clutter. So as usual, we have the plastic coffin. He slides right out. Fantastic packaging as usual. Let's bring it back one last time here. Love these boxes. Love the storage. I have the Kylo Ren deluxe figure. That's not really deluxe, it's exclusive. I got the Snoke one. It's got some sticker damage on it, but I figured one day I'll open him. He's actually I was gonna use him as a Christmas throne for Santa. And then I have the deluxe, well, not deluxe, sorry, exclusive Toys R Us and Disney outlet Stormtrooper. So we have some great weapons here, and I'm really thrilled that Hasbro decided to include multiple weapons here to give us a better, you know, like to kit bash, or to, I don't want to say kit bash, but to build an army, you've got 3 different weapons here. And that's immediately, that's awesome. And then you can just kind of work these into other guys around Jabba's palace. I love this. This thing is really cool, especially you get 2 of these and you get a Jedi Luke. Oh, this is interesting. Now, how do I get it? Okay, so here we go. We have a hole here. I hope that this piece right here pops out, or it's going to break, and there goes my thing. That it's going to break, and hopefully that pops right out. I hate when they do this with toys. Oh, there we go. All right. Because immediately you're sitting there like it had to get in there somehow. But let's find out if it's 2 pieces. No. Well, that's the second piece right there, but it doesn't. I'm not going to force it out. I don't think it comes out. All right. So this is cool. And actually, the original Kenner figure actually came with this axe. I know because I got a dozen of them. And this is kind of unique. So I like this. And these are the ones that, two of these together were what the kind of like the weapons that the guards were using to block Luke's entry into Jabba's palace. So he's been out for a couple months. Let's find out if he's got a... He's got tape. He's got a thingy on here. Almost got out the wire cutters today, and I thought, you know, the last couple of Star Wars guys I did, they came right out. But Piggy didn't. Still feel like he's really, really in there. Yeah, look at this. I got it all cut out. Hello, Dakins. Welcome back. It bends the weapon. A little bit. A little bit. Wow. They did not want you getting him out of there. And that is not the sharp end. I was going to get the wire cutters out, and I didn't. All right. Does he have that new figure smell? A little bit. Light. Nice to get rid of some of this plastic stuff here. Okay, so let's do a instant pose as soon as I get all of these little things off. Wow. Okay. So pull his pants down here, or his little fridge thing. Yeah, he's impressive. Yeah, he's solid. Solid figure. So if you move his arms around, let's do it like a Louie. There's like a Louie. Turn him around here. Bring him closer. So immediately I'm liking it. It's a solid figure. Ooh, he's kind of got a soft, cushiony back here. So they have these joints that you can really open his legs up and move him around. But this cloth thing just covers almost like a brown diaper. This is very, like you can push it in. See? I like that. Sorry if I got a lot of light here. I'm just trying to experiment, trying to get better light for you guys. Yeah, he is really cool, Dakins. I like him too. So this is the thing that got me. So I had seen so many of these, and then this. Oh. You can open... Wow, that's a lot tougher than I thought it'd be. You can actually open the piggy's mouth. Better to hold this down and push this back. You can actually open his mouth up. That is awesome. I don't remember too many in the movie actually opening their mouths. I do remember some footage when I was a kid of a making of where they had these cool hair dryers that would... They'd put them in the mouth here, and then they'd blow air into the actors so they wouldn't pass out or wearing these suits. So his head's a little loose. But this belt strap, which is part of this belt here, is look at that. You can move that around. So if you really wanted to customize it and like have different ones, you could probably just slice it off there or turn it around and put it on this side and have it coming down this way. So that would be neat. You could do that. These move a little bit, give us a little bit more arm length. This detail here is amazing. And then actually it all, like the color is all coincides here. So this is cool. So let's do a couple of weapons. We do have these points of articulation to move his hands around like that. So I don't know if this is the piggy that's that goes in trying to get out of the Rancor pit. But that's neat. Do like that. So let's do a variety of weapons here. So we got the axe. Let's do a... Yeah, I'm definitely going to need some more of these. Now, when I found him at the local Target, there were actually 9 more of them, and I only got 1. So, I mean, technically I have 2, but I'm getting to a point where I think I'm just going to start opening all my figures. It just seems to make more sense. I'm never going to sell them, so I'm basically keeping something in the box until the day I die, and then whoever gets all my stuff is going to make some money off of it. So I'm starting to think, like, it may need to start opening more and more. And I realized that if I open these figures and I put them in bags, and I'm going to do a special how I take care of my figures after I open them segment in a little bit, you'll see that it'll just be this really cool thing. It'll just be a great way to preserve the figure. So a lot of space here for you to see, but he is really, really cool. Underscore one chance. Do I think we'll get a Rancor? Well, it's funny that you mentioned that. I really do think one day we'll get a Rancor. But here is my original Kenner Rancor, which I picked up at a toy shop called Symbiote Collectibles. He cut me a deal on him. He's a really good guy. He's you can find him on Facebook. He's got great stuff. But one day I did a big sale with him, and he threw him in as a bonus for me, so I didn't feel like I was losing out, and I was actually getting a toy I never had. So as you can see, it's a little hard to do this on Instagram, the scale and the scope and the size of it, but clearly this would be almost like a baby Rancor or maybe a teenage Rancor in the room. So that's the scale and size of a figure, the old Kenner line. Now I do have the other one, but again, he's in storage. I have the big one that they released with the leathery skin, so kind of gives you a scale size here. Let me do another weapon. Now, if you notice, some of the fuzzy here is coming off. So be careful when you're moving them around. I mean, that could just be factory fuzzy, but there's really no fuzzy down here except for that one that I just took off. So this cloth is great. I'm interested to see how well Grievous holds up. Where are at? Fahey Sean, rephrase your question so I can get that. Who would win, Gamorrean versus Baby Rancor? I think the Baby Rancor would still win. So let's change out his weapon here. Sorry, I had a couple of questions. Fahey Sean, you need one? Think you might get a Rancor? Okay. So let's do another weapon. Let's do we'll put on the other hand so we make a lefty here. This is the tried and true. Looks just like the one that came from the original Kenner figure as well as the re-release Hasbro figure. I can't remember. Yeah, they did. They made one back during the Power of the Force age, and then they made a vintage collection figure. Yeah, the Power of the Force era, it was okay. It wasn't great, but they definitely improved upon it. So the guards weren't very good at their jobs, like, at all. No, they weren't. I actually had this, like, awesome story, underscore one chance. It was a video game proposal, and it's up on AFJ's website. Just type in Grand Theft Auto Star Wars Action Figure Junkies, and you'll read it. And after the explosion of the Death Star, other Hutts sent this, like, armada of Gamorrean guards to go in and just, like, ransack the place and steal as much tech and weapons as they could, and then these guys end up fighting a whole bunch of zombies. So I wasn't really sure who you'd open for, but it's just, you know, it was just one of those stories. I always thought these guys versus zombies would be an interesting battle. Yeah, opening the mouth and the cloth. So you got to put his head back here to open his mouth, and then I've seen some awesome, like, food pictures and stuff with these guys too. So let's do the staff, and then we're going to do some comparisons here in size. It was a little loose in his hand, and just kind of slides in there. Just kind of slides. But I mean, if you're going to set it to the ground like this, there he is. We're moving back a little bit. There he is. Trying to give you guys a little bit more light. So I was changing my background, so it looks a little bit different if you haven't seen it in a while. Just trying to give myself some more space. So definitely a little bit different. A lot of fun. Works really well. I like it. So let's do some comparisons here. So now let's bring in Lando, who I just reviewed not too long ago, to kind of give us a Jabba's guard comparison here. So we got some... Jabba's Palace is quickly becoming a big deal with Star Wars collectors because we're getting more and more characters from it, and we're able to actually dress Jabba's Palace. Now, I'm hoping in 2023, which I can't believe that I'm saying that we will actually have a decent Jabba the Hutt throne and not that thing that the Black Series box came in, which was great if you got it, but it's still just cardboard. So here we have size comparison here. Both great figures. This one we have a review for on our YouTube page. We did it here on Instagram, I think last week. So let's bring in... I like changing the weapons out. So let's bring in, make him a righty again. Let's bring in Boba. So we kind of get an idea of a size and scale here to Boba. Sorry, Boba took a nosedive before I started, so, and then we have Lando here in the back. So there's a really cool scale and size of these three figures. And then I thought this one was just interesting if we just brought him out here. And he kind of made a quick appearance at the beginning if you're just catching up with us. But I thought, you know, the Green Lizard Squad guys. I can't really say lizard. I'm sorry. Piggy is a mammal. So the green guys with axes. So in case you look, there they are. Yeah, we need the blue elephant DJ underscore one chance. That is oh my god, it's Nice Noodles in the Rebo band. So you want Rebo? That's what you want. I really do think that the Rebo band is just a matter of time before we get that. But it's how many members of the Rebo band are we going to get? Are we going to get the original ones? Are we going to get the expanded ones? Are we going to get them all in like a Comic-Con, like I think it's like 6-pack? And then you got to count the dancers. So I really hope they just go old school and give us the original Rebo band with the 4. And even then, that's going to be a deluxe because Max Rebo's piano is like, it's like the size of a coffee cup. It was back for the Kenner, so now you stick Max Rebo probably be about as big as a Piggy. Ooh, his legs are really, look at that. His legs are really loose. He's about the size of a Piggy, and then he's inside that thing. So, I mean, you're talking about a figure that's going to be like this, and I don't have gigantic hands, but that's a lot of figure. So let's do a wrap up here. This is a solid figure, a great army builder figure. They are currently, as of March 2019, end of March 2019, they are on sale. So you definitely have to do some hunting. Anywhere, we've seen them as low as $9.99, but Target seems to drop them to $20.99, $14.99, and then $9.99. Along with him and Moloch from Solo: A Star Wars Story, these figures have been out there forever, since way before Christmas, and now finally Target is starting to rid the shelves of them. So keep your eyes open for them, and also look for them in the next couple of weeks because Target has a very, very bad system of putting product out. So all of a sudden there will be another group of Gamorrean guards, or I can't believe how many Rose Ticos have just shown up again. You're like, where were these figures months ago? They should have been on clearance. They're not even on clearance now. So keep looking. The Piggy is definitely worth it. The Gamorrean guard, I just call him the Piggy. And this is, I think I'm going to need at least one more, though I do have one. I should probably just open him. This is a great set piece for your Jabba's palace. And he's a nice big bulk of a figure. To compare him to General Grievous, I think Grievous has a lot more points of articulation, but I don't think that, I think he should have been a deluxe figure too. The mouth, the joints, we have all these extra legs, the cloth here. Grievous looks great. Haven't played with him yet. It's going to be really difficult. I'm still trying to grab one in the real world. I ordered him off of Entertainment Earth. Recommend doing it. But this is a fun figure. He is definitely has some craziness to him. Here we do a little, do a little craziness here with the 2 axes. Let's get his mouth wide open. When am I going to review the Grievous? It's going to be soon. It's been a little tough. I really want to do it. It's a matter of finding the time. As I keep mentioning, AFJ is going, we're going to be expanding our business and everything, and we're going to have a storefront very soon for you guys. So we're working on all that now. So I'm trying to keep up with the site, up with YouTube. We were just nominated by FeedSpot as one of the top 30 action figure YouTubers. So we made that list. That was fantastic. Thank you, FeedSpot. And thank you for all of you for tuning in today. So again, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Please subscribe. It really helps us out. And I can't recommend getting the Gamorrean guard enough, but you're going to have to go out and get him now. It's just a matter of how much you want to pay. $20.99, $14.99, or $9.99. $9.99 is ideal, but if you wait too long for that price, you might miss a Piggy at 50% off. I got him for $14.99. There's still plenty of them out there. Some of them aren't even marked down yet, so you might have to keep checking and keep looking back, okay? Keep going back and checking almost on a daily basis. Hey, we all need groceries every day. Why not go to Target and find out? So, again, this is Bob from AFJ. Thank you for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your day.